Good morning, students. Next class is democratic government. So previously, our country was ruled by kings and emperors. So already we discussed in the previous class how the new kingdoms were emerged: Chalukyas, Guptas. Okay, so like that, different kings and emperors were ruled our country. Later, so our country was occupied by Britishers. So after the long struggle, so we got freedom. Okay, at the time of independence, we took the democratic form of government. So at the same time, in 1950s, so many countries got the independence. So different countries chosen different form of governments like military government and presidential governments, but India was chosen democratic form of government. So here, what is the meaning of government? Usually, to rule a country and take the decisions and get the things done, we need one group of authority. So that is called the government. Clear? So here democratic government means the decisions were usually decisions are taken by the representatives on behalf of the people. So here usually these representatives are elected by the people. Okay, so all the decisions taken by the representatives on behalf of the people in democratic government. So these representatives also elected by the people. Okay, so that is the meaning of democratic government. Here, according to the Abraham Lincoln, so here democratic government means of the people, by the people, for the people. So these group of people, group of authority should work for the people. So in democratic government, the ultimate duty of the authority, they should serve to the people. So that is the meaning of democratic government. So here, what are the duties of the government? First, so you can see some paper clippings here. So I will read, try to understand. Here, government sought to protect rights of unorganized workers. So who are called unorganized workers? Who are working in a private sector and self-employed people. So who are not getting good salaries, who are not having good facilities. So that sector is called a unorganized sector. Now the government sought to protect rights of unorganized workers. So they are trying to protect the rights of the workers who are working in a unorganized sector. Next, detailed plan to tackle floods soon, says government. So recently our Hyderabad people faced the floods, faced the so many problems because of floods, because of heavy rains. So who will responsible for this? Usually government is the responsible. Okay? They have to tackle the floods. Okay, next, Government fixes prices of onions, says no shortage in market. So because of heavy rains, the onion crops are spoiled, damaged. Because of shortage of supply, the prices were raised. So now, do you know the price of onion now? Yeah, 70 rupees per kg. Previously that was 100 rupees. Okay, so now the government decide the price of the goods. When the prices are rises, then government will take the decision to reduce the prices. Here government fixes the price of onions. Okay, next. Over 15,000 villages declared scarcity hit by government. So at the time of drought conditions, at the time of over rains, so the crops will be spoiled in the villages. So at the time the government will declare those villages flood prone areas or scarcity hit areas, like that. So the government will be announced those villages as scarcity hit areas. Then they will provide some funds or help to those people. So these are the duties of the government. So what we understood by this? So government will take the decisions on behalf of the people to run the country. Okay, recently elections are conducted in Dubbaka constituency in Telangana and Bihar state, and even already you heard about the USA elections. Okay, so Joe Biden is elected as a president of America. So like that, to elect a representatives, so every country will conduct the elections. So the elected people will run the country or government. So our India is the one of the largest democratic country in the world. So many democratic governments are there in our world. Example, America, India, Sri Lanka. Even recently democratic government was established in Pakistan, Nepal. Okay, like that. So out of these democratic governments, India is the one of the largest democratic government. Okay, next. So in our times, mostly in these times, every country needs a government to make decisions and get things done on behalf of the people. So what are the decisions the government will take? So example, so where to build roads and schools, how to reduce the prices of the goods, ways to increase the supply of electricity, water, and supply of the food. Okay, like this, these type of decisions they will take. So sometimes government takes the actions on many social issues. So like abolition of untouchability, okay, abolition of dowry system, abolition of jamindari system. So sometimes government will take the actions on many social issues, and they will implement so many programs so many schemes to help the poor people also. Okay, and they will run some organizations to help the people like postal and railway services. Okay, these are government sectors. So these sectors will provide services with low price to the people. Okay, next, in addition to these duties, government have another duties also. Example, the government also has the job of protecting the boundaries of the country and maintaining good relations with the other countries. So our country is having boundaries with different countries like China, Pakistan, Nepal, Afghanistan, Burma, Bhutan. So sometimes those countries try to occupy our country. Recently what happened? So the China was trying to occupy our some part of our country. So in that battle 50 soldiers were died recently, 2 months back. So one of the soldier was Santosh, Major Santosh. He belongs to our Telangana. Okay, so like that. So that is one of the duty of the government, protecting the boundaries of the country and maintaining the good relations with other countries. We have to maintain good relation with other countries. We should not interfere into their personal affairs, but we should maintain good relations. So to maintain good relations, our our governments will do. So they will conduct sports, games and sports between the two countries like cricket. Okay, and they conduct cultural programs between two countries. And every prime minister or presidents will visit different countries to maintain the good relations with other countries. Okay, so it is responsible for ensuring that all its citizens have enough to eat and have good health facilities. This is one of the major duty of the government. What is that? So every government should provide enough food to their people. They don't provide with free of cost, but the food items should be available in the market to purchase by the people. So that is the responsibility of the government. And they should provide good health facilities. Government should construct hospitals and should provide good medical facilities. Okay. So at the time of natural disasters, so previously we got heavy rains, and at the time of earthquakes, at the time of cyclones, so the government should provide some aids and assistance to the people or for the people. So at the time of disputes between countries, and any people committed a crime, so people may go to the courts. Already you know. So in the courts, lawyers and judges will be there. So those will be decide either that person is guilty or not. So like that, so governments will establish courts. So these courts are also part of the government. Okay, so how these duties are done by the government? This is more important. Okay, so when people are living together at one place, they need one organization to take the decisions, like gated communities. So they are having a committee to take the decisions. Like that, for every country, we need one organization to run or take the decisions. Okay, already we discussed in the previous class about tribal people, so how they take the decisions. So in the tribal community, the headman or patla may take the decisions. So in that society, the male persons may involve in the committee, and they will try to solve the problems of the society, but they don't the female are not having the right to participate in that committee. Okay, the tribal people gather at one place to discuss and decide, and how the headman implements those decisions. Okay, but that system will be useful where the number of people are less. But now the population is more than 120 crores of people are there in our India. So when the people are more, they cannot gather at one place, they cannot take the decision collectively. So that's why to take the decisions we have to elect our representatives. Okay, so if the people are belongs to same cult or society or same religion or caste or language people, so the Gond tribal type of leadership can be implement, but here different cultural people are living in our country. That's why we cannot implement that type of government in these days. Okay, that's why we need a separate government to run our country. Okay, so nowadays different societies are there. So different people are living in our country, like different various classes, like farmers, traders, money lenders, industrialists, workers without land, with land, and other professional people are there. So there would be so many differences that they would not be able to arrive at a common solution to a problem. But in historic times, ancient time, so our country was ruled by kings, queens or emperors, and those were made the laws and implemented the laws with the help of the warriors and armies and with the help of officials. Okay, so the kings only decided where the build roads, how much taxes was to be collected, etc. Okay, at the time, if the people did not agree, also they implemented the laws. If any people not agreed with them, those were punished. So the people should follow their orders. So no one could question their authority and disobey their orders. So they have more powers. The kings were more powers. Why? Because they built the kingdom their own. Those were not elected by the people. So they built their kingdom with their army skills. So many kings were not satisfied with ruling their own kingdom. So they constantly try to expand their kingdoms. So this form of government is called monarchy. Monarchy. So the monarch, here monarch means either king or queen or emperor, has the power to make decisions and run the government. They don't consult any other people. They don't consider the ideas of any other people. Whatever they want, they do. Here, the monarch also act as the supreme judges in all important cases of dispute. The monarch may have a small group of people to discuss matters, means ministers. Group of ministers, they may discuss with them before taking the decision, but the final decision or decision making power remains with the monarch only. Acha. Monarchs do not have to explain their actions or defend the decisions they take. So whatever they want, they take the decisions. They never discuss with other people. Okay, but that system was changed now. Now the elected persons, the representatives, take the decisions after consulting the group of the ministers. So that is the meaning of democratic government. Okay. So next part of the lesson we will discuss tomorrow. Thank you.